Yep.
Yo, we are live, y'all. Y'all see us back in effect. We told y'all we sticking to the consistency. We recapped Monday Night Raw
Yeah.
yesterday. We back today with NXT. For those that it's your first time tuning into the live, I go by the name of DNA. I got my guy King HP in the building. My guy
Good.
Archie Carter in the building, man. Today's a double feature, so I think we gonna do this live recap here with NXT. Then we about to tap in and watch Who Killed WCW Part 2. And then we should be back in the wee hours in the morning. That probably won't be a live video though. That'll probably just be pre-recorded, and we'll have that up in the morning and let the live run here. But NXT, man. First off, fellas, what y'all feel about this episode? Oh, and everybody that's in the live, before we get to that, make sure you like, share, and hit the subscribe button immediately. Let the comments flow. We're going to get to ask everybody that's in the live right now what y'all felt about NXT. And everybody that's on the Instagram, click the link in our bio, pull up the YouTube right now. We're doing the official NXT recap for my people on the Instagram page. Pull up on us right now as we recap this. But yeah, Archie and Jerry, how y'all felt about this episode of NXT tonight?
I thought coming off the premium live event, still not used to saying that, the pay-per-view, it was good because it ended some things with the pay-per-view and it started some things with going into, it's like, that season is over, starting a new season. So I think it's a solid show. And we're gonna get into it, but for me, good show tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have to echo him. I liked it. I like the pace of the show, and I like how it. I really want to talk about what happened with Cody because I didn't know what we was going to see when Cody was advertised for coming here. So that was kind of my thing. Like, what Cody doing here? But he delivered. I think the women's division is delivering. And my MVP of the night, you know what I'm saying, is Wendy Chu. I like her character. You know what I'm saying.
But you know what? I think they listening because last episode I said Pete Dunne, and my man Tyler Bate, people like that look good in NXT. What happened? They pop up in NXT. We had the conversation about Cody's title reign, and we're gonna get into it, but we ultimately said the chase is good, but what happens after? And him and Trick kind of tapped on that. So WWE, if y'all listening, hit us up. We got you. We got you.
Absolutely.
So I feel like honestly, man, I like the just see champion meet champion. You know what I mean? I personally know Trick Williams. That's my guy. I know his journey, his path to getting to this level of being the NXT champion. So to see Cody embrace him tonight, you know what I mean? Get behind them cut a promo together. To me, I just think that was dope. Like, I like how WWE intertwines both worlds. Because at this point, let's be honest, NXT is not even like in battle rap terms what we would say the proving grounds no more. It's just got its own monster on its own. Like, it's people literally tune in for NXT. You know what I mean? What's once started as the development for WWE, it's like, these people that's on and these wrestlers that's on NXT, like, they're popping before they even get to the main roster.
Right.
I think that's because they're getting real good training and the staff, because I'm seeing moves like old school moves. It's like, okay, so they're getting some real good fundamental training, but they look good, they talk good, they wrestle good. So I think the next wave of WWE main roster superstars, if they coming from this pool, is going to be good. Like it was when the Shield arrived, Seth Rollins and them come from NXT. How it was when the Undisputed Era came up from NXT, and before that. So we get good draft classes, and I think this one might be one of the best, especially with the women. The women that they got now, fire.
No, I'm a second that too. I think the women is phenomenal, from Michin to Kalani Jordan to Lash Legend. Like, it's a whole lot of them, and what they doing. You just had the TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace versus
Roxanne
Perez, and that was a fire match too. So what you see with the women and what they doing down there, also you're starting to see the barrier lift of what moves they could and couldn't do before. WWE had a big stranglehold on what you could and couldn't do. So now, not only are we seeing a developmental league. This is basically like, you know what I'm saying, the collegiate level for wrestling. And it's become its own thing, just like the NCAA tournament, right? You know what I'm saying? That's its own thing. They don't need no hype. You know what I'm saying? And March Madness comes, it's March Madness. So yeah.
Glad you said that, because I peeped something too tonight. They had like wrestlers.
Yo, Archie,
wrestlers.
I'm not gonna lie. You just pulled the Undertaker.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did
what
it.
happened?
Yeah, the lights hit. And I mean, I don't know if your eyes was rolling back, but you just glitched out and came back.
Hey, well, that must mean whatever I was about to say, I wasn't supposed to say it. So let's keep it moving.
Oh, he did it again. The Undertaker's back.
Yeah, I
again.
don't know.
Oh,
Yo,
yo, in post edit, I definitely need something. You and Jerry to do the doom, and then you pop back up like that. This is the Attitude Era podcast. I'm already gonna go ahead and say it. Archie's favorite is the Undertaker, man.
Hey, we can't shake it.
Yo,
It's
that's
all good.
wild. That's wild. That's what we love to live. That's what we love to live.
But how y'all felt about Cody announcing the Battle Royal, 25-man Battle Royal, and there's some key things that said in there too. But let's just start with the actual Battle Royal.
So
go ahead, Jay.
I think honestly, personally, because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know why he was even coming. Maybe to set up an Ethan Page, Trick Williams rematch. I thought that was really where it was going to go since he tweeted on him. But to do this is crazy, right? And what made it crazy was what he said. Two things, right? One, Cody's invited to the barbecue. So boom. So we all know now Cody can come to the barbecue July 4th. Cody gonna be popping up. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know, it was a good laugh moment, comedy. But the thing about the locker rooms, where he told this man, you know what I'm saying, some of these stars, you know, for this number one contender next week, and some are gonna be from different locker rooms.
Some you don't know. That was big.
Know.
That was
That
key.
was huge. You know, because at first you think main roster, right? But then you like, wait a second, time out. We just seen TNA Jordan Grace come. Does this mean we see Moose come? TNA World Champ? Do we see an X Division champ? Do we see two different? You know what I'm saying?
And then the thing about that is somebody has to win that match. We don't know what the matchup is going to be. What I really liked about Trick being in the ring with Cody Rhodes is he looked like he belonged in the ring with Cody Rhodes.
Right.
I got this thing about everybody can't stand next to everybody, because when you stand next to a star, you gotta look like a star and act like you've been here before. Trick Williams looked good in that ring with Cody, and I was like, I think they might have planted some seeds for something down the line. But Trick looked good. Trick spoke well. They had a good energy, and I liked what he said. Trick was like, yo, it's kind of similar, but what do you do after this? Like, how do you deal with going from being a hunter to the hunted? And I think that set up some things for Trick, and that actually excited me about what's to come with his run and this big battle royal that's gonna happen next week.
And you know, I think that Trick's gonna answer the bell. I think he'll probably be sitting ringside, probably calling commentary on it, to add to the shock value. But for those who didn't see it, we're gonna do a little overlay real quick so you can see what they look like in the ring together. Because you're right, I thought it looked great. You know what I'm saying? We could pop that up right there. You know what I'm saying?
It looked good.
The NXT champ Cody with Cody Rhodes. I thought it was absolutely, phenomenal. And I really want to see who these secret stars. This almost like a Royal Rumble feel where you're gonna get you expect, but you don't know. But this is almost more like not only we know we're getting somebody, but the who's who in the zoo can pop out. Mustafa Ali, is he gonna pop out? And
Joe Hendry's hot right now. He pop out. It's like it's interesting, but that's what it was supposed to do. I think Cody might have undersold, because they definitely gonna over deliver. And I caught at the end when he was in the locker room with the former AEW guys, and he said, "You're in a good place."
You're in a good place. So I don't know, but that makes me wonder too.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
That's one of those rivalries and things that's never gonna die in wrestling.
No.
CM Punk versus the Elite, Cody Rhodes, AEW story. That's something in a few years we're gonna be recapping that because somebody's definitely gonna do a documentary about all of that. And we're gonna be talking about it.
Yeah, I also think too that the one thing that people need to worry about this whole week, check the headlines and check the sports pages, the back pages, all that other stuff. Whose contract about to expire or may have just expired that they could just pop up? Who is a free agent? Because we could just think of TNA, but there could be somebody that was like on the verge of leaving AEW even, or New Japan, or Ring of Honor, or what I'm saying, any of these.
Well, next week we're gonna see, and we're gonna be here to talk about it.
Yeah. Definitely tap in for that. Definitely tap in. I got a question about something I like. It was one of my favorite parts of the night.
You never know what you HP. What you got, man?
Yeah, HP,
you the wild card. Every crew got a wild card. You definitely the Attitude Era podcast wild card.
For sure.
So it was Brinley Reese, Wendy Chu, right? Wendy Chu coming back as this sleepy anime type of character with like Mankind, Undertaker type of movement.
I like the Mankind analogy.
Yeah, like I thought it was so fire. Like I just wanted to immediately take her off, put her on the main roster because we keep getting these cryptic tweets as well. Could she be a part of that? I hope to God she is, because just her getting hit and then being like,
I didn't think,
and then charging at, you know what I'm saying? Then charging at the person like one of the, you know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy.
I didn't think you could evolve a sleepy character, and they evolved a sleepy character. It's just kind of.
I apologize to everybody for not having a graphic for that, because her face paint with the stitches, with the eyes, it almost looked like she had the contacts of just white eyes. She was really.
It looked good.
It looked good.
It was a good return. It wasn't over the top, and it was well done. And I mean, I like the sleepy character, but this is interesting. Like I said, tonight felt like they hit the restart, refresh button for a lot of things that's to come next in NXT, and it just got me hyped. You heard?
Yeah. Yeah, and she got the win too with a clean win with a sleeper finisher, which is a sleeper hold. She wrapped her up with the finisher, then wrapped her legs around her too to put her to sleep. Old girl was tapping, and just like faded out. Like, yeah.
Let's take a nap, baby. Let's take a nap.
You know what I'm saying? So I was impressed. Like that, just the whole aesthetic of the character was crazy. But
how y'all feeling about the Chase U promo? The Roxanne Perez promo. We gonna go into a promo run. How y'all was feeling about those?
I like Chase U. Still on the fence a little bit about Ridge Holland for my own reasons, but I like Chase U. I like the factions or the groups in NXT because they work well. They make sense. No catch quarter. You know, the Supersonic Duo, you got Gallus. They was all there tonight.
Gallus is there tonight,
Chase U, like we mentioned, Metaphor. Like, these groups are cool. And I think when they move up, it's going to be like when Hit Row moved up and everybody came at one time.
That's what scares me. I feel like when they come to main roster, WWE has seasons almost, right? Like, you can go back to the Attitude Era time frame when there was like, when they did factions, everybody was in the faction. You had the Heart Foundation, the DX, the Nation of Domination. You know, it was like everybody did it. So if you hit at the wrong time, you come up with a faction, they don't know what to do with you because nobody else is grouped up, and then they just kind of like
just have a lot of people with nothing to do. Jerry, you know, I always got a question for you. Answer this in the chat, in the comments. If you could be in any faction throughout wrestling history, Jerry, what faction you joining tonight?
Yo, I got one better. After we go around the table when everybody asks, then the other two got to say which one they see him.
Who you got, Jerry?
If I could be in any faction,
all time.
Just the Attitude Era WWE?
Any faction of all time.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think I would go. Oh man, it's hard. I wouldn't go with NWO.
Nah, I'm not thinking that for you either.
Nah.
I got
But I
my
think
group
I
for
would
you.
pick DX with the 4-man when they just came out wilding on the tanks.
Okay.
When they came out, and I get to do anything I want now because they was doing wild. They were showing up to WCW building like, yo, y'all tripping. But they was,
You know what? I believe that you are degenerate, sir.
or to be on something else. I might. You remember that weird group, the Oddities?
Here you go. You want or Currigan? Here you go. And you come in the
You know what
ring
I'm
doing
saying?
all this.
I might wild out with that. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yo,
because, like, but I would be very. I thought Mankind or somebody should have went over there to help them to get them a legitimate top star to run the Oddities. So now they look like they something.
You definitely threw it back. I'm going straight up with it. It felt like a good time. It looked like a good time. I want to have a good time in my wrestling. I'm going NWO Wolfpack. That's just what it is for me.
Oh no. I ain't gonna
DNA.
hold you. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I was saying let's see what groups we think the other, you know what I mean? The other I think Jerry should be in Nation of Domination. He should have been Farouk's brother, Baruch.
Oh, hey, speaking of which,
we are the nation.
Speaking of which, I'm happy you said that. I'm so sorry. I forgot something, man.
Wait, hold on, Jerry. Who you got? DNA. What faction you join?
Yeah. Can't let him slide. Mr. NWX, we ain't letting you slide.
I mean, for sure. I mean, so you already know it's only 1 to 2 factions I'm going with. NWO, DX, because that was the group we had. Shit, man. I'm going original DX, man. Rick Rude, China, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. I'm there, man. I'm the 5th member.
It was raw. That DX was raw. They couldn't get away with half of that stuff today.
Yeah, I'm D-Pop.
Yo,
I mean, so I'm there before X-Pac popped up. You feel me?
Yo, you mentioned something about Nation, right? And I really think that do serve me, right? Because I made a point. I made a point in my notes that I might have to beat out this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things I hate. And it was the Tavion Heights Eddie Thorpe match. Now we know Eddie Thorpe is supposed to be I don't know if he is, and I'm not gonna say supposed to be. I don't know if he is or he isn't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, but what it is,
he had Tatanka vibes.
Right, but they said something, they started to slide something slick, and if for those that's not up there and then, you know what I'm saying, if you don't do the knowledge, you wouldn't do it. They was like, oh, he'll manifest his destiny. Like, that's the worst thing. No, that's where they wipe them boys out, man. Like, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna beat out this. I'm very on it like that. You know what I'm saying? You can get Bartolomeo de la Casa's book, Tears of the Indies, or Destruction of the Indians, or Tears of the Indies, and you can read what happened to all those. But Manifest Destiny is like the worst thing. They just teach it in school. I ain't gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't the time or the place. But it made me like. So
you
then
gotta check your cup. It's too early to be checking your cups. What's in
yo, I ain't even
cup check. Cup check.
That's I only got 2 because we went live before I could go downstairs and grab the other 2 joints. This is my water.
You don't need to do it.
Water that's chill.
You not get another cup.
You hear that ice? That's 6 filters of ice. You know what I'm saying? My joint.
I hear you. Just don't. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You understand what I'm talking about. How you feeling about the Singapore match? Dante Chen, Lexus King.
I like Lexus King. I don't know why he wants to get away from the Pillman name so bad. To rebrand himself. I like him in AEW. I like him in NXT, but I don't know what's happening with him. Like I said, last episode, I don't know why Brian Breaker's not a Steiner. Could be, I don't know, but Lexus King, he looks good. It was a good match.
Whoa. Arch, you know, sound a little crazy, but I'll let it rock. I get what
somebody hit my Undertaker button so I could disappear real quick.
Yeah, yo, if you able to do that right now, that'd have been that'd have been amazing. If you'd have spun and just came back, oh my goodness.
I just always find it weird when you get a specialty match on TV. Like, you know, don't give away what you can sell kind of thing, but it's a special attraction. I don't think it was even advertised because we got the Dante Chen video package during the pay-per-view. So I'm not sure when this came about or what the beef was, but like I think they might have gave away something they could actually put on a pay-per-view card.
Okay.
I agree with that too. Unfortunately, because I'm trying to disagree with you so we can have a point of contention. However,
We ain't got a
again,
beef. We ain't got a beef.
hey,
You want
at
beef?
some point I gotta turn heel.
Here
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? At some point it's got to happen. But I can't do it right now because again, to watch Dante Chin get whipped like that, and he had all the marks. But why wasn't this on a pay-per-view? Why wasn't this advertised for a week leading up? You know, we could have did this and got a much better reaction versus just giving it to us for free. Like you said, why give away what you could sell?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the match was great. The match was great. It had very painful spots, and you see my man was marched up. Like, yo, I don't know how they, you know what I'm saying, take all that, but you know, my man is probably not gonna be on TV next week.
Professional wrestler. That's how they do it. Pretty professional.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They made for this. Made for this. Would you if you had to hear my questions again? If you had to be in a specialty match, like a Singapore cane match, cowbell match, like you had to, like which one would you like choose, Jerry?
Yo,
You're not doing
I'm
it?
about to say something wild, you know what I'm saying?
You missing work that day?
I'm about to, do I get to pick my opponent?
Go ahead. It's your world right now. Real quick. Give it to me.
Bet. Give me Liv Morgan in a brawn panties match.
All
Remember,
right.
that was
What
the
else you
Attitude
got?
Era.
Hold on. But that means you win the brawn panties too, Jerry.
Oh, no.
Hey, you do know you do know we recording this, right?
He said, "Give me Liv Morgan in the brawn panties match." Oh nah. I don't know what
That
type
seemed
of
like the safest bet, though.
nah.
I mean, it's not like I was on here asking for gold dust. That'd be wild, right? I'm thinking I'm gonna wear my drawers. You know what I'm saying? We strong. You know what I'm saying? I got the.
It's
zip up
not called a boxer
tank top.
and beater match. It's called a bra, and it came out your mouth. You said bra and pants. You was very, very specific. All right, what else? What else, DNA? Jerry, wild card. I told y'all, wild card.
Wild card, man. My man said he's doing. Yo, that's a clip right there, Archie. He
He's
said he's
making my
doing
job easy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he said he's doing a brawn panties match, 2025 versus Liv Morgan. Me, I'm not trying to get injured, man. I'm gonna do it. No, but I'm not doing brawn panties just because I'm trying to get injured. You're doing Iron Man. It's a specialty.
Hey,
Okay.
What you doing, Archie?
I'm not doing the Brian panties match, so
I'm glad to hear that, brother.
You know,
I'm giving the
I
fans
might
they
do a
wanna see.
table, ladders, chairs type situation. You know,
Okay.
you
I'm
know,
glad to
some
hear
I
that.
could win. You know, possibly get a win, sneak one in on somebody.
Y'all must not remember what happened to my man Hardcore Holly with his back when he went through that table on the outside.
He wasn't in his Brian panties when he did it.
Oh, I'm thinking about I gotta be in it because I know I'm gonna win it, so I'm gonna just come in.
You don't know that. You might not
know
get
that. You don't know. Now, man, Uncle Howdy can pop. You don't know what can happen.
I'm about to smoke Liv. You know what I'm saying? And get a hotel key.
Here you go. Throw back to the last Raw recap. If you haven't watched it, watch it.
Yeah,
recapping everything.
So you're gonna be calling me
man. NXT was a crazy episode tonight. I'm looking forward to this battle royal. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be in this battle royal. And
Trick Williams, he got
a chance for it.
It's about to get real interesting for Trick Williams.
Yo, and NXT is special to me because I mean, out of all the brands, let me stop bugging. I actually was at SmackDown last year for when they came to Madison Square Garden. But as of this year, out of all three brands, I've been to NXT twice. I was there when Trick actually returned and took down Carmelo and the security. That's when they did it's not a regular Hell in a Cell match. What's the other name of it?
You got the steel cage and the elimination.
Not a joint with all the stuff in there, like the straight jacket or the people on here comment. They know what I'm talking about. I was there at that episode. And then
I know what you're talking about. It's some kind of name they gave it, but I can't call it right now.
And then I was there 2 weeks after that. That's when Trick showed us love. I met Shawn Michaels backstage. They announced me in Arsenal when he had his match with Norm, I believe. Yeah.
That's your first time meeting Shawn?
Yeah.
Do you have like a list of wrestlers that you would just love to meet, and is Shawn on that list?
For sure. So WrestleMania, I was close to meeting the final boss. I didn't. That would have been insane. I was close to meeting the final boss. But
That's crazy.
yeah, Stone Cold, Rock, Undertaker.
But you met them.
No, HBK was on the list.
That's the list.
Oh,
That's
your list. Okay, I was like, yo.
And Triple H was on the list, but I got DX off the list. I also got a video on my Instagram, Triple H shook my hand and all that too. I was at the DX 25th anniversary.
Oh, so you met Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fire.
You might be a member of DX, so that question wasn't even hypothetical.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Jerry, see how you stunned on us real quick?
I already knew it though. One from NW, like I was like, all right, he got to say one.
Nah. But yo, man, just I'll give y'all this story real quick before we get out of here. So the whole thing, how I got into NXT, why I'm hyped about this brand, is because my homie, my guy Warren Went, he was like, he kept, once I started the Attitude Era podcast, he kept giving me the jewel, like, yo, you gotta watch NXT. They do a lot of crazy stuff in there, man. Like Shawn Michaels is pushing the product. He's the he runs it. So I'm curving it. I'm like, yo, man, I'm just getting back into who's on the main roster. I'm not trying to scramble my brain. Like, I don't know who these people are. I'm like, I'm good. So he's like, he comes to my crib and we watching Halloween Havoc from last year. And he's like, nah, you got to watch the Iron Survivor match. So we sitting down watching it, and Trick wins it. So he's like, yeah, Trick Williams is that guy right now in NXT. So I started doing my researched it, boom. And as I went to DM Trick to ask him to come on the podcast, he was hitting me because he was a fan of battle rap. So that's how that connection was just
fire.
You know what I mean? Smooth selling. So I say all that to say, like, from that moment, he became my guy. And yo, shout out to Trick for being humble and real, man. Literally, like I said, that whole meeting Shawn Michaels play and performing at Wale Mania, getting announced on NXT, that was all him, man. So that's just amazing. Shout out to my guy Trick, real stand-up guy, man. That's why everything he's getting right now, he definitely deserves it.
And I'm gonna add to that before we go. Be careful what you send to people DMs, because it's gonna come a day they respond and see. And you don't want a whole bunch of messages and wild stuff in their DMs. So Jerry, go unsend anything you might have sent to anybody you might meet because of the Attitude Era podcast. Protect the brand.
Yo, listen, Archie, I'm telling you, we're gonna meet one of these wrestlers. He's going to be sauced up. Yeah, can you enter me on Instagram? Yo, I hated your last match. It was terrible.
Hey, Liv, what about the Brian Panties, man?
Nah. I'm one of the most humblest. You know what I'm saying? I just know when, you know what I'm saying?
But you the humble here. You a humble here.
I got a long history career of something I've already done, protecting the brand of the highest of the high level. So, you know what I'm saying? Trust me. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take more than 2 bottles of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But
let me go email HR, man. Yo, let's go. We got another show.
Undertaker bell. Ding.
Yo, man, listen, man, we're gonna go watch it's crazy that we gotta say it like that, but I mean that is the title. Who Killed WCW?
Part 2.
We're back to part 2 and be back to recap that. So we out of here, y'all. Shout out to everybody pulling up.
Yep.